In a small town, a girl accidentally meets another girl at work, and a work accident changes everything.
My dad used to have a real farm a mile down that road.
In this country? What is that supposed to mean?
It means there are rules to protect people like us.
You know what? You're fired.
While one girl struggles with her arranged marriage and relationship with a man, the other girl faces financial turmoil and is caring for her sick father. Their bond grows stronger with time, but the closer they get, the more they must face family judgment and the temptations they can't easily shake off. Will they be able to overcome it all and live true to themselves, or will they choose the safe path and stay silent? Don't miss the surprising result. Watch the entire video to find out how they decide. The story starts with Lena, an Arab woman who moved with her family to a small town abroad, where they have set up a vertical farm. Emily works at the same company, and she, along with her friend Alex, overhears the story of a colleague's accident due to a malfunction in the safety of the machines. Emily, very angry, goes to her boss's office to file a complaint, and Lena is the one who decides to listen to her. Emily explains that they need a better security system, and she knows this because she worked on her father's farm, emphasizing that it was a real farm. The argument leads to Emily being fired due to a racist comment.
You know what? You're fired.
Upon returning home, it is revealed that her father has cancer. The family faces financial problems and cannot pay the rent. Emily promises her mother that she will take care of it. Meanwhile, in her room, she composes music, but her mother does not support her artistic dreams. At Lena's house, the women review menu options for her wedding with Mark and discuss Emily's dismissal. Her father fears this may make them seem like enemies, as they have had difficulty being accepted in the town since their arrival. The man advises his daughter to make decisions calmly, get married, and have children. Emily needs money and decides to visit Lena to apologize and ask for another chance. She reveals that she lost her farm to the bank, and Lena shares that her family also lost their land, which forced them to move. After a closer conversation, Emily confesses that she stole organic products from the company when she was fired, and Lena allows her to take them for her sick father. They both make peace and Emily is rehired. Wishing everyone who hits the subscribe button a year full of luck. Later, we see Emily's family facing her father's condition, who remains very positive about it. At Lena's house, her mother asks her not to overwork and to dedicate more time to preparing for her wedding. Lena defends her desire to balance work and wedding preparations because her company is very important to her. At the company, employees gather to listen to Emily sing, which surprises Lena, who praises her.
It was really good.
Emily asks for permission to practice singing after work, and Lena agrees.
Totally fine. Thanks.
A few days later, Emily and Lena meet again in town.
Hey, what's going on?
Emily shares that she has been trying to sell the company's products but hasn't had much success.
Take him home.
Lena explains that people won't buy from her because the company is run by foreigners. Emily then takes Lena to her old home, where she shares the beauty of having a family farm. Lena mentions that she has a sister who doesn't work at the company because of the traditional expectations of women in her family, to study and then focus on home and motherhood. Emily reveals that her family has a similar perspective. After this conversation, the girls part ways, and it seems like they've become good friends. At work, Emily is surprised when Lena promotes her to plant manager, as she believes there are employees with more seniority. However, Lena highlights her proactivity and performance as the reasons for the promotion. Later, the company organizes a fair to exhibit its products. Emily's family arrives, and Lena approaches to greet them, but the atmosphere becomes tense, and the two girls leave.
He's called on us before.
Then, something similar happens with Lena's family. Afterwards, Emily shares a beautiful song, and Lena is captivated by her performance. Later, Mark arrives and finds out that Lena has drunk too much.
Thanks.
Seeing Emily walking by, Lena can't help but follow her. Emily walks away from the group, and Lena asks her why. Emily explains that her family has gone home, and that she needs some space. Lena praises Emily's performance and tells her she has great talent that she should take advantage of. In an impulsive gesture, Emily kisses her and Lena, remembering her commitment, leaves. Upon returning home, Mark notices she seems distant, but Lena reassures him that everything is fine. The next day, Lena seeks out Emily and admits that she is thinking of resigning. Lena tries to talk her out of it, and Emily asks if their attraction is a problem because they are both women. Lena responds that it's not a problem for her, but it is because of her commitment. At that moment, Alex interrupts their conversation. Before leaving, Lena listens to Emily sing, which makes the attraction between them even clearer. Meanwhile, despite her father's worsening health, Emily insists he rest during her day off and not waste his time with her.
Believe in God's will and all that.
At the company, Lena argues with her father about her decision to take Alex on the business trip. Her father insists that she should take Emily with her, as besides being the plant manager, she is a woman, which will reassure her mother, who wouldn't be happy if Lena spent the night with a man who is not Mark. Finally, Emily and Lena go on the trip together. To break the ice, Emily asks Lena what she should say at the meeting. They then talk about Alex, and Lena suggests that there might be something going on between him and Emily. Emily gets upset because her family assumes the same thing, even though it's not true. Lena suggests there are many people outside of town that she could meet, including other girls. Emily recognizes her attraction to women, although she had never acted on it until she kissed Lena. Lena apologizes for making Emily feel that the kiss meant nothing to her and explains that she doesn't want to hurt Mark, whom she sees as her best friend, but not the love of her life. While they are on the way, they face a tire problem, but Emily solves it without complications. And Lena looks at her with desire as she does so. In the city, the meeting goes very well, and then they go to a bar where an artist that Emily admires is performing. Lena tells Emily that she too will be on a stage like that one day. Emily doubts her possibilities, but at that moment, Lena touches her as if trying to instill confidence in her. Music. When they arrive at the hotel, Emily confesses to Lena that the night was special. They hold hands and are about to kiss when Mark unexpectedly shows up.
What are you?
I'm Omar.
Mark decides to pay Lena a visit. Mark and Emily meet,
Good to meet you, Lisa.
and they all go to their rooms.
Good night.
Back in town, they don't talk about it, as Emily feels sad due to her father's worsening health. Emily wants to take him to the hospital, but her father refuses, saying he wants to die in his own bed. This deeply affects Emily, who digs into her savings and goes to the bank, hoping to recover the farm. However, the man at the bank informs Emily that the property has already been purchased by the Arabs. Emily, furious, seeks out Lena to demand an explanation as to why she didn't tell her that her family had bought her farm. Lena thought it wasn't important to mention it, which breaks Emily's heart since she had confided in her how much the farm meant to her family. In response, Emily resigns and leaves.
Let me explain. Lisa.
Lena's brother-in-law doesn't understand why she allows Emily to control her, leading to an argument. Lena's father asks her to focus on her wedding and honeymoon before returning to the company. Emily's mother is upset with the Arabs for buying her land. Ben asks Lena for permission to attend Emily's father's funeral and assist with the arrangements. When Lena shows up at the funeral, Emily's mother confronts her and asks her to stay away from her daughter. Lena tries to explain that they are just friends, but her mother insists and Lena leaves. Lena's sister notices that she is very sad, and they have a conversation until Mark appears and asks her if she is having doubts about the wedding, reminding her that they are made for each other. Ben tries to cheer up Emily after her father's death, but Emily treats him rudely. Her mother believes it is due to grief, but Ben senses that there is more behind Emily's attitude. Meanwhile, Lena marries Mark, and her family looks happy at the wedding. Back with Emily, she has a family intervention as they find out something is happening between her and Lena, which worries them. Emily's family forcibly restrains her and forces her to confess her improper feelings for Lena.
Look, let's just... Please, trust me. Give me the vision to see the path I should take.
Emily doesn't hesitate, takes her savings, and leaves the town. She looks for an opportunity to sing at a bar, and the owner agrees. Meanwhile, the happy couple, Lena and Mark, have been married for 3 months, and Mark is excited to spend the rest of his life with Lena. Mark notices Lena's strange behavior and asks her what's going on. Finally, Lena admits that she loves Emily, but only sees her as a friend, and that is not enough for her. Mark wants to know if there is anyone else in Lena's life, but Lena assures him that it doesn't matter, that Emily is gone. Mark realizes that Lena is still in love with Emily.
Are you kidding me right now?
Lena rejects a call from Emily before entering her parents' house. After breaking up with Mark, inside the house, her father demands that she make their marriage work and give them a grandchild quickly, leading her to question her own happiness. The brother-in-law intervenes and brings up Lena's feelings for Emily, leading to a difficult conversation. Lena admits that nothing happened with Emily, but she married Mark while still having feelings for Emily. Her mother is scared, but Lena's sister explains to their mother that there is nothing wrong with being gay. The conversation angers Lena's father, and he says that Lena will only be part of the family if she respects her husband. Lena refuses, and her father kicks her out of the house and the company. As Lena is about to leave, her mother stops her and advises her that she shouldn't have married Mark if she had feelings for Emily, since she hurt the man. Despite the situation, her mother asks Lena to give her father time. Finally, they hug, and her mother mentions that at home they are not as conservative as people think. Meanwhile, Emily receives a call from her brother, asking her to return to the town to sign some important papers and also try to apologize for what happened earlier. Emily replies curtly and says she will be there as soon as possible. Later, Lena calls Emily, asking for a letter of recommendation since she has applied for a job, and the company will only hire her if she has a reference. Lena takes the opportunity to apologize for her father purchasing Emily's farm, assuring her that she would never intentionally hurt her. Emily doesn't want to talk about it and ends the call. Emily discovers that her mother treated Lena badly and decides to go look for her.
Showed up at your father's funeral. And I told...
When they meet again, Emily tries to apologize for hanging up the call, and Lena gives her the reference she needs. Emily mentions that they are setting up urban farms in the city, and Lena explains that her father kicked her out of the company after confessing that she is in love with a woman. Emily is shocked by this revelation. Lena admits that she has been lost since he left and couldn't get up in the mornings. After hearing this, Emily can't help but kiss Lena. Finally, the two women indulge in an emotional kiss, releasing repressed emotions and feelings. In the end, Emily asks Lena to leave there, providing a happy ending in which the protagonists end up together despite the adversities. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, leave a comment, and share it with your friends. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss any new videos. Thank you so much.